Hello YouTube, this is DVD Review Studios here, and today I'm going to be doing a DVD and Blu-ray update for June 2014. Apologies for the lack of videos. I just noticed I looked on my channel and I've only uploaded 3 videos this year, which is beyond appalling, so I'm going to try and step this up over the next few months and see how many videos I can get up this year. So I've only got 2 Blu-rays this month, so I'm just going to begin with the DVDs and work my way through. So first up is Cuban Fury, starring Nick Frost and Chris O'Dowd. Really funny. It wasn't as amazing as I thought it would have been. In fact, I did have really low expectations because it had only just come out, and I found it for £5 in CEX. So I did wonder, but it was alright. So I wouldn't say it was worth 5 stars by heat, but 4 stars is pretty decent for this movie, and I would recommend it. So yeah, that's Cuban Fury. Jason Statham in The Mechanic. Oddly quite disappointed by this one. The whole storyline, it seemed a bit far-fetched. It didn't really satisfy what the transporter sort of gave. It seemed too short as well, which was a disappointment for me. But yeah, the action was okay. It just didn't really fulfill what I had in mind for this movie. So yeah, that's that. One that I haven't watched, also starring Jason Statham, is The Bank Job. I'll probably watch this another time, but yeah, it looked okay, and I only got it because he was in it. Plus I checked my phone, and on IMDb it got a 7.3 when I was in the store, so yeah, it was a blind buy for me. So that was The Bank Job. This is the End. I did originally anticipate getting this on Blu-ray, however, I had the Superbad movie and what's the other one called? Pineapple Express. I had those 2 on DVD as well, so I thought just get this on DVD for a cheaper price to put with the others. And the movie itself was decent. It wasn't as amazing as the other movies, but I did quite like it, so that's that. Prometheus. This was again another blind buy. In fact, the only reason I got this was because I had heard of it, and it did seem quite a decent science fiction story. It's just that this particular store that I went into, it was 4 movies for £5, and the only way to get that deal is if you purchase 4 movies. And I had 3 in my hand, and each movie individually is £2, so do the math. I wanted to get them for a £5 rather than paying 6, so yeah, that is Prometheus. The Sitter, not seen this yet either, but Jonah Hill's in it, and I got this for £1 in CEX, so I imagine this is somewhat decent. 2011 movie, so not that recent, but yeah, it looks okay. Ghostbusters. I never got into Ghostbusters, and this is the first and probably the last time I'll ever watch this. It was okay. It didn't live up to the expectations that I had in mind. I guess it's okay for the time era it was from, but aside from that, it was quite disappointing. And the sequel I'm probably never going to purchase or watch, so that's Ghostbusters. Mad Dogs Series 4. The episodes were great on this, however they changed the audio soundtrack for the finale episode, which really pissed me off. It just didn't really fit in, it didn't work, so I was quite disappointed by that. However, the episodes themselves, the acting, great finale to the series, so I highly recommend you watch Mad Dogs from the beginning. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, really funny movie. I got recommended this by a friend, and honestly, I don't think I've ever laughed at a movie so it's ridiculous, but it makes sense in the end, and it's the characters personally that I do love about this movie. Especially Will Ferrell, he was really funny in this, so yeah, that's Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Big Train, starring Simon Pegg, Mark Heap, and a couple of other extra sort of people from the late 90s. This series was okay, series 1 and 2 that is. It's decent, but there's only a couple of sketches that I do like in this, which is disappointing, but yeah, they were quite good, so for the few sketches that I enjoyed, that was a pretty decent series. Getting onto the trilogy of movies, the Hannibal Lecter trilogy, which I picked up Red Dragon there, Silence of the Lambs on Blu-ray, and of course Hannibal on DVD. So I'll begin with Red Dragon. This is probably my favourite out of the trilogy. This was the latest one, which is the prequel to Silence of the Lambs. Really interesting thriller. It had me hooked and almost had me sweating by the end, to say the least. It was immense, a phenomenal movie. Edward Norton, who plays Will Graham in this, he's a great actor, and of course Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. You can't go wrong there, so that's Red Dragon. Really would recommend you watch that. Silence of the Lambs, it was initially my favourite before I watched Red Dragon, because that was the last one I watched, and Silence was the first one I watched. However, it was, compared to the prequel, it was mediocre, to be fair. But I did quite enjoy it, so that's Silence of the Lambs. I would recommend watching that. And my least favourite is Hannibal. Probably the weird part in this is Gary Oldman's disfigured face. And the ending in this was pretty gory and quite bizarre. I don't think anybody even predicted that. So yeah, that's the Hannibal Lecter trilogy of Anthony Hopkins. Date Night starring Steve Carell. Move my camera up. I thought this was a decent movie, but it could have been a lot better. So to be fair, I wouldn't really rate it, but I thought it was okay. So that's Date Night. Zombieland, I have not watched this yet, but it's got quite a gang of decent actors, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone. So yeah, I've not watched this yet, but I will do. It seems like another Shaun of the Dead sort of thing. And on to the last thing, apart from the one Blu-ray I picked up. I've ended up watching The American Office, and honestly I've become quite addicted. I'm already on Series 6, and I'm going to buy the 7, 8 and 9 DVDs very soon. But here's Series 1, just a one disc. This was the one that copied the UK version by Ricky Gervais. And to be fair, this is the shittest one, so I would recommend buying it if you are going to get into the others, but you'll probably never watch this again. This is more of like a character introduction to the actual American Office itself and the characters, because some of them are pretty different to the UK version, and onwards from this series, the show is a lot different, and in my opinion, I prefer it. So that's Series 1. Series 2, which gets a whole lot better. It's a 4-disc set. Yep, so that's Series 2. Series 3, another 4-disc set. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's probably my favourite series, to be fair. Series 4, which the cases get smaller, however the discs increase onwards from this series. This is another 4-disc, but yeah, and then we come on to Series 5, which is a 5-disc set. Probably my second favourite series. I've just finished this last night. So yeah, that's that. And The Office Series 6, which I've only just began. I am already on disc 3, so it's a really addictive series. Once you watch, you can't stop. So yeah, that's Series 6 of The Office. Moving on from the DVDs, we have the one Blu-ray, apart from Silence of the Lambs, which is Crazy Stupid Love. As you can see, I've been on quite a binge of Steve Carell sort of things, and this was probably one of the better ones with The Office. I really did enjoy this. I noticed the actress is the woman from Non-Stop and Chloe, two Liam Neeson movies that I've recently picked up. And yeah, this was quite a decent movie. It was really, really funny, definitely worth the 5-star rating. There's the DVD and the Blu-ray. This is a triple play. And if you can even see that digital copy, which I shall zoom in for you, you are welcome to it. So that's that. As for other things I've picked up, I did mention in my Blu-ray collection video that I'd recently bought all the Scott Pilgrim books, so I'll just quickly show those. They're just graphic novels. I'll go through the last one quickly. I'm only reading the third one at the moment. But yeah, that's all they are, so just thought that was a point of interest. And for my last thing, Carl Pilkington, he was in my area where I live, and I got a chance to meet him and get my book signed, which was ace. I'll just show the signature part quickly. My name is Matt, so he put to Matt, and I got him to write a quote from one of the old radio shows that he was a part of, The Chinese Do Not Age Well, which is a bizarre theory that he came up with. And there we are, Carl signed there. This is a legit thing. I'm using the band, the wristband that I got there for the event to bookmark this. I've only got a little bit through it because I'm reading 4 books at the moment, which is ludicrous. However, it was great meeting him. He's not an actor in real life. He is incredibly dopey. And yeah, it was quite a thrill meeting him, to be honest. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching my DVD and Blu-ray update for June 2014. And please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos.